Cassandra with Pecan Porch Boutique, and I am bringing you today a thrift flip from my various adventures junking. So y'all know how much I love junking. I mean, it's in my blood, and I'm hooked. And you know it's summer, and so summer is the best time for garage sales, y'all. And I think thrifting and garage sales kind of go hand in hand, don't you? Anyway, I'm going to bring you several thrift flips from some of the items that I've drug up. And y'all, I don't know, just take a look and see if you like it. And if you like those kind of things, you'll be finding more of that on my channel. So please take a moment to give me a thumbs up. I'd love for you to write a comment too if you can. And subscribe to my channel. All right, you guys, take a look. So not too long ago, y'all, I came upon a stash of cabinet doors. Y'all, don't pass up cabinet doors. They are golden. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving this particular one 2 coats of DIY White Swan, because my plan is to add some decoupage. So, and then I'm going to add a little bit of mint chip around the frame area to give it a little bit of color.
I know that you.
And so it's a really good idea that whenever you're decoupaging, to put a white or a light background underneath your decoupage, so that way your image on your decoupage paper really stands out. So you'll see me, that's why I painted it white, and then I just took a razor blade, which was very dull, and trimmed it out to fit inside my frame. And so I'm using my DIY liquid patina to lay it down, and I kind of like to use some cling wrap once I get that laid down, just to kind of smooth it out and clear out some of the wrinkles. So now I'm going to use my same liquid patina to give it a top coat. You definitely want to seal over your decoupage. And y'all, if y'all see some wrinkles, you're probably going to see some wrinkles when you get that paper wet, but don't freak out. They will go away. Just let it dry. So now I'm going to add a few elements from IOD's Brocante transfer. First of all, I'm going to add these adorable little birds, y'all. They are so cute. I wasn't able to get all of the birds on here because my frame wasn't long enough. So I'm going to trim them off, and I'm going to save 3 of the birds for a project later on. These transfers are so easy to use, y'all. Just peel them off of the backing when you're ready to use them. Press them onto your surface. I kind of like to take my stick and go give it all over, once over, and then start to rub it back and peel it back at the same time. And as you can see, I found another element, a couple other elements from the Brocante transfer to add as well. And so you don't want to forget to seal over your transfers. Your transfers do need to be sealed up. And even though I'd already sealed up my decoupage paper, now that I added this transfer, I'm going to use my clear and white wax by DIY to seal over the whole piece again. And I'm just taking this old t-shirt to rub back the excess. And look, y'all, look how cute this turned out. What do you think? So here, y'all, I found at the last garage sale this huge copper bucket. I fell in love with it. And I decided that I was going to use IOD's English Toil transfer on this. the English toile transfer, y'all, is so nice and soft and elegant. It has this beautiful repeating pattern. And so I decided that that's what I was going to use on this big copper bucket. Well, let me tell you, it was more than a notion, because not because of the transfer is easy to go on, but because the tin had these ribs in it. I really got an arm workout working on this piece for sure. So you can see how I kind of I'm stopping and I'm going because I was tired, y'all. But all in all, I absolutely love the way this turned out. What do you think?
To leave you first. I've been thinking of how to deceive you, to make you leave me first.
So I found these 2 tin shelves at a flea market. And tin is one of the best things to paint, especially when they already have some decorative features to it. So here I'm going to add 2 coats of my DIY's White Swan, and then I'm just going to take a baby wipe. It would probably have been better had I just taken a damp rag, because the baby wipe doesn't go very far. But I just took the baby wipe and I wiped back some of that paint in a wet distress, and look how cute these turned out, y'all. And I also had this little frame that was of the same type, metal, with its own decorative elements, and I did the same thing. So cute, all 3 of these, I think. Now here I am with another one of my cabinet doors. They came in a stash. I think I got like 6 for $20. So on this particular one, I am going to use the new JRV Cottage Colors. They are created by Jamie Ray Vintage, sold by DIY Paint. This is a one-step paint with an already built-in top coat. So smooth and so easy to go on. So I'm using the linen white, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the vintage mint and a little bit of the pink, just to kind of give it kind of a multicolored look, because I want it to look like the paint has there were several layers added over time. And then I am going to really top this cabinet door off by using IOD's Chateau Inlay. I love this inlay, y'all. So here you'll see me just getting my inlay laid out, getting it sized. You'll see me kind of running my finger around the edge so I can size it out, so I can trim it off. One of the things you want to make sure when you're using the inlay, do you see this gridded side here? Make sure that faces you, and the paint side should go down on your project. And you also want to trim off those little edges that come on the inlays, especially if you're going to match them up like I'm going to do here. So since I've already got my color combination down on my cabinet door, I'm going to be using DIY's liquid patina to lay my inlay into. So here you'll see me just laying on an even coat of the liquid patina. I'm going to take my cling wrap and just smooth it down into that patina. You can use a brayer if you want. A lot of people use a brayer. I just kind of like the cling wrap. So here you'll see me just smoothing it out, smoothing out some of those wrinkles. And then once I get the top part done, I repeat that under the bottom with again my DIY liquid patina. So one of the reasons that you want to trim off those little edges is it makes it easier for you to match these up, and you'll see me do that here in a second. You get 8 sheets in this inlay, and one of the things about the inlay is that it is reusable. I mean, so you really get your dollar's worth here. So I'm just going to continue putting my bottom on, and then I'm going to take that other side and I'm going to match it up to this one that I just put on to create a whole picture. It is so fun using these inlays, y'all. You gotta try it. So now once I get it all smoothed down, I'm gonna take my mister bottle, and you can take a damp rag if you want, and I'm gonna dampen it so that in this case, I'm gonna take a soft bristle brush, and I'm just gonna make a good connection between my inlay and my liquid patina underneath. Once that's all dry, now I'm gonna mist it again so that I can begin the magic, y'all, of pulling these back. It is so much fun. So here we go. Take a look. So use your mister bottle or your damp cloth enough to make sure that you can easily pull this inlay back. And remember, the inlays are reusable. So I really want to pull these off in whole form so that I'll be able to reuse them. But you really should not have to pull hard or yank on your inlay, and it should not tear. So just make sure if you need to, just mist it a little more or dampen it a little more, and then just start to pull it back. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness. How fun is this? Y'all have got to try these. I'm serious. Try them. Even if you start on a little small piece, just try these. And do you see all this paint that's left on the inlay? I'm gonna turn these paint side up and let them dry, because you can get more bang for your buck out of these by reusing them. So once that's done, once these are all peeled off, I'm gonna use a 50-50 mix of top coat. So half liquid patina, half water, and I'm gonna spray it all over this so that I can set this in place, because remember, this is paint. And so you wanna set it in place before you actually start to seal over it. And it will need to be sealed. It is so doggone hard to know when to stop, y'all. So anyway, you saw me, I'm gonna embellish it. I added a little bit of Dark and Decrepit by DIY to the edges of my frame, just to kind of age it a little bit. And then I've decided I'm gonna use IOD's newest mold. It's called Olive Crest. And I'm also gonna use one of their newer stamps called Letterpress. And so here you'll see me just giving my mold some baking powder in this situation. So it helps to keep your clay from sticking. And then I'm gonna roll out that little tag that's on the Olive Crest mold. And then I'm gonna take some numbers from my letterpress stamp, and I took the numbers 1902. So with the letterpress stamp, you get 3 different fonts and some numbers as well. And so I am just going to peel off the numbers 1902, which again has no meaning whatsoever. I just thought it was, 1902. So I'm going to take those numbers and just press them into my mold. And look how cute that turned out. And then again, I'm going to add a little bit of my DIY's Dark and Decrepit. I am going to add some Tight Bond Quick and Thick glue onto the back. And I'm going to cover up those two little holes that were for the cabinet door handle. And then, y'all, to top it all off, I am going to add just a dry brush of DIY's Gold Gilding Wax. And look how cute this turned out. I just love it. So of all the projects, what do you think? Which one was your favorite? Tell me in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Find all of the products that I used today on my website at www.pecanporchboutique.com. And don't forget to bud, bloom, and be unique. Thanks a lot.